Bonjour, bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm the MC, I'm an artist based in Atlanta. I do anime, realism, and illustration. If you'd like to check some of my artwork, I'm gonna put that below the link of my social media and my portfolio. Hey, so I'm back after 2 months of being absent, of not doing any videos, any drawing videos, any updates. I've been also kind of away from social media of drawing any updates. And most of the thing that I kind of regret being away was of Yu-Gi-Oh! So what I've been doing on the past 2 months, I will give you guys a little update about it. But just like my previous video, I'm gonna be talking about a little of what I've done on these 2 months. And while I'm talking, I'll have one of my video of drawing, which I drew raw. Well, I'll have the winged dragon of Ra as the background drawing using Copic markers, multi-linear Copic inking as well, and just is like almost closing my sketchbook because that's the last drawing pages I have from my mini sketchbook. Well, it's not that mini, it's like kind of a hand size sketchbook, so that's probably one of the last drawings you guys will see on that sketchbook, which is a multimedia. You can use watercolor, you can use any other kind of media just to mix, but I use it for Copic, so that's the last page of my sketchbook. So I drew raw, so I'm just gonna have the process drawing of it while I'm talking about where have I been and how's been the meta, Yu-Gi-Oh meta happening lately. So let's get into it. Okay, where have I been? Well, first, I've been sick. I've been working on the playmat, which has taken a big chunk of my life on these past 2 months. I've been trying to rebuild it because on one of my previous videos, I've already mentioned you guys, I unfortunately was drawing and I guess it ran an update or I don't know what it is. It's my fault. I didn't have a backup saved part of this big project, so I end up just restarting from scratch of the playmat. Probably I'll be putting a few pictures of how so far I've been doing. Probably I'll have it by next week finish the playmat. I've been working on the convention I'll be attending, not working on the convention, but most likely more like the stuff I'll be bringing, the prints, the ideas, the drawings, and I've been focused on MomoCon 2022, which is the convention I'm planning on attending on May. So if you're living in Atlanta, you can just come by on MomoCon and I'll have my booth right there. I'll have the playmat hopefully as well. I don't like to promise something just like happened last time, so I just gonna say if I have finished the playmat and everything went well, I'll have it, which is the Drytron playmat, and I'll have Zeus because Zeus is one of my favorite characters, more like Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the whole kind of mecha style, because like I mentioned previous times, I had the opportunity to face opponents with having Zeus, and I believe Zeus is an amazing card, so that's why I brought him on the playmat with the Drytrons as well. Like I mentioned, I've been getting ready with the whole things about getting the table. I want to get new settings for the convention, so that's pretty much like everywhere going on, and my job, and it is just a little overwhelming for these past 2 months trying to get everything settled, and also kind of personal since adulting gets a little hard at the same time. But one of the things I really kind of regret is being away from Yu-Gi-Oh for these past 2 months, because during that time that I've been away, I went once to one of my locals just to like warm up a little, and I was clueless. It's just crazy how much missing 2 months can actually change the meta, and I was completely clueless. I brought my Dark Magician deck, of course, you guys know, but it's been just crazy how much can like 2 months change on the Yu-Gi-Oh meta and the whole tiers. So I've been trying to go back, and I fully understand why a lot of people like me, that we're adults, we have other things in life, and unfortunately we have these kind of 2 months or 3 months or a year to like focus on something, or we have a big project like life decisions, stuff like that, and then we want to go back to Yu-Gi-Oh. It is just very hard, because when you come back there is new deck. Like for example, now is Flounderies. I'm just completely like surprised, because when I left Yu-Gi-Oh the past 2 months, it was Sword Souls. The beginning of Sword Souls was being the main deck on the food chain. So when I saw that Flounderies was now like one of the tier, I'm like, what is going on? So that's a little eye-opening, that how much can 2 months change in the whole Yu-Gi-Oh world. Last weekend was my birthday, and I was sick as well. I believe it's allergies with some cold. I did the COVID test and it came out negative, but at the same time it was the YCS convention or championship. So for me, I call it convention because I saw it. I saw many of Yu-Gi tubers showing their vlogs of how much fun they had, and it kind of gave me that vibes of a convention. You get to meet other people, but it's a championship, of course. So that's one of the things I missed, unfortunately. Do I regret it not being there? Of course I do. It looks very amazing, entertaining, sharing other people knowledge and talking to your friends that you know you want to learn a lot. For example, for me, if I would have been to the YCS, I would have asked a lot of tips, or just seeing duels and kind of understanding more of which is the top cards. Although, hold on, I know I'm gonna have people like saying it doesn't matter what deck you have, what matters is who plays it. It's true. It's very true, because I can be losing with the Dark Magician deck, and there is other people that can be winning, like completely winning with the Dark Magician deck. So I can understand that. So I know sometimes they're like, it doesn't matter what deck you have, but also it does matter, because depending of the cards you have. Now lately this meta is all about hand traps and interruptions, so it does matter somehow which deck you have, but of course it does matter as well who plays it. And I'm mentioning that I would have loved to participate. Yes, I would have. That's one of the things I hopefully will be looking for next time. I want to be there. Would I play? Yes, but I need to practice more. I feel like every time I'm practicing, this is my bar right here, so every time I'm practicing, it's like getting harder, because the meta and the cards and the players are getting stronger, and I'm just like trying to catch, but there's always something that I can never get to catching into the level. So I will need to practice a lot. I will need to be more focused into Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's one of the things I need to put work into. And I do apologize that I disappeared out of nowhere, and I was trying to work on to everything on my schedule, and it's a little hard, because on recording videos and doing drawings, commissions, work and everything, I try to put a little more time into it. I want to do more editing, I want to do more vlogs, but at the same time it's putting more time into it. So I do apologize if I disappeared, but I can see the consequences of me disappearing. Just like, I believe it was 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, a month ago, that I went to my locals and I find out that the meta was completely different, and I was like, oh my god. Again, I feel like it was the first time when I started recording my journey with playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't know nothing about this new meta. I didn't know nothing about this new generations of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was stuck in the very first format. So I'm now kind of feeling like I've been behind on it, and I need to like put my game on, honestly. Have I been watching still Yu-Gi-Oh videos? Yes, I'm still watching MK here and there, because again, I've been busy, but I try to keep my news on top, like knowing what's going on a little, but something is completely different knowing what is going on a little compared to playing it at your locals or going to the championship. So hopefully, and this is one of the things, if there is a YCS happening anytime soon, I do want to attend. And if it's like a trip, I will try to put everything aside. Because it looks so much fun, and that's one of the things I'm looking forward. So one of the things I'm planning on doing after trying to organize myself, I'm trying to bring a little more of art onto the channel, Yu-Gi-Oh! And art. Planning on doing hopefully on Mondays, just like my perspective, or more like my my experience playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And how is it going, my journey. And hopefully, finger crossed, I'm planning on doing on Friday a little more of coloring, or showing my skills as artist, drawing Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. So that's trying to bump a little more into putting a little more hard work into my channel, because I believe I'm an artist, but at the same time I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So I want to do this channel to be about the two things and still promote art, because I believe I'm very passionate about art. At the same time, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the artwork of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how somehow I started Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the art that I have Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I started loving a lot about the whole game, and it's just crazy. I've seen some crazy move people have been like, duelists have been playing it, and I'm just like, oh my god, I wish I could be a little more careful about when I play my cards. I wish I could think through, but unfortunately I think my anxiety, because I think my anxiety just kicked in and don't let me think about how to play my next move. So that's one of the things I believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Is amazing. The art of creating strategies, the art of creating a deck. So I still want to bring that up into my channel. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and end this video. If you would like to see some of my updating, if I don't do much on YouTube, I do a lot on Instagram. I'm gonna be, of course, being more active on YouTube. On Instagram, I just put a lot of my story, what I'm currently doing. I'll go to the gym, draw, do this, do that, and spend time with Master Mika. But I'm probably gonna be doing a opening pack whenever Ghost of the Past comes out, because I need to buy it too, you know. So I'm planning on doing that. Hopefully I'll do like a little opening packs of the Ghost of the Past, and trying to see if my luck kind of comes back, because I have not have luck of pulling anything lately, and I don't know why, because at the beginning I was good, and it's just out of nowhere I stopped not pulling anything. So that's what I'm planning on doing, hopefully soon. And more update, like I mentioned, Mondays doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and analysis and stuff like that, and on Friday hopefully I'll be showing more art and sketchbooks and stuff about Yu-Gi-Oh! Art that I'll be drawing. So yeah, so thank you very much for sticking up around here on my channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Merci beaucoup, au revoir, à la prochaine.